Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I am Jeremy, and as you see, we are on the road.
On the road again.
Because if you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one everywhere.
That's what she said.
Not a sponsor. I know Thaddeus and John will be like, Felicia, you said you were going to quit after vacation. I did say that. But we're headed to Summerfest. So
Week 2.
Yeah, we went last week. We're going to talk about that.
That's why we didn't have an episode last week, because the day we record, we were at Summerfest, and then we just weren't able to make it happen after that.
Yeah.
Life.
But it was a ton of fun. And I have to say, how fun is it? It's on a Friday today, summertime, to get out of work early on a Friday. Really happy about that.
Not much beats it.
Really excited about that. But before we get into today, who we're going to see, I just want to say shout out to Music with Pete TV.
Oh, yeah.
Because I definitely feel like Pete and Wes right now in the car.
Me too.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to be good enough for John. Can you do another yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Let us know in the comments, John, if that one was good enough.
If he even watches the episode.
I don't know if he does. If you want to check out my hat here, we got this for free when we went last week.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I didn't wear it today. I told Felicia I was going to wear it, and I said, nah.
Yeah, actually, really cool hat. Yeah, we got it for free. We went in last week, like we said, and we got in for free. You just had to bring 3 like pantry items to donate.
Non-perishable food items. Well, they called it something else, but
shelf stable, I think they called it. But
Planet Fitness, that's interesting.
Jeremy's distracted. He's driving.
I am. Great.
Yeah.
Put in the universe, I'm a distracted driver.
We brought, maybe. But yeah, we went. It was me, Jeremy, Boo went, and Thaddeus went. And it was actually a really fun time.
Really fun. John was supposed to go at the last minute, he ditched.
And it was free, John. What were you thinking?
Yeah. Our parents were supposed to come, but they didn't show up either.
Oh, yeah, they were supposed to come.
Her mom was excited, and then they didn't show up. We had a fun time, though.
We did. So we went to go see, first, one of Jeremy's friends, Ben.
Moana.
Yeah. Got to see him. He actually played on a really big stage.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm sure his link will be down below.
It will be right now. Damn.
Ooh, look at that. But yeah, he had a really good set. Jeremy actually made a friend during that set.
Yeah, there was, I was talking to Ben's keyboard player about it. The guy was asking who was it, because the main actor that night on that stage was Gary Clark Jr. So the guy's like, oh, is this Gary Clark Jr.? I'm like, no, it's Ben Moana or something.
Oh, Guitar Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, no. And then he said something about Ben. He's like, oh, you're like, really aren't going to like him or whatever, or something like that. I forget exactly what he said. I was like, yeah. I was like, plus he's my friend. He's like, go, you're friends with him? I'm like, hey. He's like, that's awesome. I'm like, yep.
I said, yep, that's
and
my
then he
boy.
was talking about, like, he's in Green Bay. Does he play around? I'm like, yeah. And then Ben was like, I got a show tomorrow night at Appleton. He's like, I'm going to go. I wonder if he went.
I'm curious. Don't you ever wonder when you talk to people like that, like, what happened after that?
I do all the time.
Do you think that he ever thinks about Jeremy?
Probably not.
Should have told him about the podcast.
I would like, this guy's speeding up. Okay, slow down. I would like if that person would have went and seen Ben and told him that he talked to me, because that would have been awesome. I told his keyboard player about it, and then especially he said Gary Clark Jr., he thought that was hilarious. He's like, maybe it was the hat.
Oh, yeah, they both did have hats.
It's like, it's a thing, I guess. But it was good. Then they were telling me a story how the drummer left his snare and cymbals there because he wanted to go meet up with his fiance, which we saw them under the Aurora Pavilion because it started to rain. And then they left, and turns out they left his snare and cymbals there. They found out the next day when they're on their way to another show in Appleton.
How unfortunate. What did he do about that?
They ended up being using someone else's stuff from that they were playing with the show that night. But he's like, it's not a show unless we lose something. Excuse me, but they did get it back, so that's good. And then we also seen Augustana.
Crazy.
The whole time, Felicia, the whole time is Boston. And all of a sudden she was do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and she jumped right up.
Because that was like my song back in the day. I love that song.
I remember the music video very well.
My thing is that guy, like, he was very happy.
It was.
The singer, and I'm like, is he that happy or is that fake? He was just always so smiley. But I mean, I guess, why not? He's up there, performing or
letting
whatever.
her rip, as John would say.
We were front row, if you don't count the pit. They had changed it now.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed it a couple years ago when I went to see Yellow Card. Where it used to be like the railing was like the railing, but now they have like a pit so you can pay more money in front of it.
$75.
No,
and we
thanks.
were like, well, no thank you.
Especially how we got in free.
Yeah, I got it free. Like, why would I spend $75?
Well, okay, fine. I spent $2.70, but still. Compared to a $30 ticket.
Mine was free because I just took it out of my cupboard.
Mm-hmm. I stopped at Aldi and got myself a frozen pizza, which I just realized I haven't eaten that frozen pizza yet. It has been hot, though.
Wow.
I'll have to do that.
I still think where we were, though, was really good. Still really good. I would say seats, but we did stand. And we got to see the fireworks before.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Jack's Mannequin. That was me slapping my thigh, if you wouldn't know what that sound was.
Hey, yo. We, Felicia and I, and Alexandria, and Thaddeus, all had to work the next day.
Oh, yeah.
But it was funny because they were supposed to start at 9:30, Jack's Mannequin. And then all of a sudden we get there and it says 10 o'clock. Turns out everybody knew they started at 10.
I found
no
out
one
the
to say
night
anything.
before.
Mm.
I didn't want to say anything because I thought they'd be like, it's always been 10. And I would have been like, I thought it was 9:30.
So I'm like, damn it, it's 10. But then 9:30 sharp, fireworks started for like 20-something minutes. But I will say, as soon as the fireworks were done, pretty much right after is when they started the set. So, the set. The set.
But amazing, amazing show.
Opened up with Bruised, which reminds me of, we used to film stuff with Dad. I remember when Felicia and I talk all the time. We talked about it on here.
It's moving my stuff.
Nice. We were in the behind the Miller Lite stage, and he started with Bruised, and like the crowd was singing, and she had it recorded on her Motorola Razr.
Yes.
I wonder if you should look for that phone, or you should
have the phone, but I don't have a way to charge it.
Oh, we got cables. We'll get that.
I want to see what's on that phone. Do you think are pictures and text still on there?
Oh, definitely.
I'll have to
I gotta find my old one.
I want to see what texts are on there.
I have an old phone somewhere I gotta go through, but I'd like to know if that was on there. Could you imagine what the quality is of that now?
Probably horrible. But I've always, ever since then, was like, I want to see him at Summerfest.
Because we did see him as Andrew McMahon back in 2019 in Chicago. But this is different. This is Jack's Mannequin. So he played, because it's everything in Transit's 20-year anniversary, which I keep seeing stuff about it. And now I just listened to his book, actually, this week.
Yeah, Jeremy's talking about
3 pianos. He actually, reads it for the audiobook, and he does like little piano things in there too. So
interesting.
You should listen.
I do.
I
think that's one I usually read, but I think I will definitely listen to that if he's the one.
It's very good. Yeah, he did it, or he talked, and then he also did piano stuff. And then he was talking about like his cancer and stuff. I was like, I should watch Dear Jack again.
The thing is, when that came out, Jeremy, it doesn't matter who you are. If you came to the house, Jeremy would be like, could you sit down real quick? I want to show you this.
Pretty much.
And
it's very good. I haven't watched it in probably
everyone.
10 years.
Damn.
Maybe it's because I watch it so much. I used to watch it like almost every week.
It's
He was vlogging before he vlogged. He was 22 years old when he had cancer, which is crazy to think about.
Crazy. How old is he now?
40.
I can try to look.
I forget.
But yeah, he went through a lot of stuff, and he was even saying, like, in between the song stuff, like all this stuff, he's been through a lot of stuff.
There's even more he talks about in his book that he went through that I didn't know about.
Interesting.
The book came out in 2021. I just happened to randomly look, and it popped up. I was like, oh, there's a book. Look at that.
I'm just looking up his age real quick. 42.
42. There you go. So yeah, we seen Jack's Mannequin last week. This week we're going to see Showoff is the first band.
Showoff. Yeah, and I would say I'm very excited. Shout out to Mickey, the drummer, actually. He's the one who invited us to come on out.
Yeah, we used to play some shows with his old band, Danger's My Middle Name.
Yes, I was trying to think, because he was like, I haven't seen you guys in forever. And I'm like, I don't know. It's been a very long time. I don't know how long. I figured Jeremy would...
I'd say probably 2010.
So, 15 years?
About that, yeah.
Oh.
Because I don't think we've seen him after that. Because that's the last show we played with him was 2010.
Wow. I was thinking like 10, but 15 years?
Or was it 09?
What?
I think it was 2009, because 2010 is when they... there was like some show they couldn't make it or something. Yeah, because they were supposed to play in 2010. We were supposed to play at the Broad Stop, but then it would be in 21 Plus, so we got booted off the bill. And then they had stuff going on, so they couldn't make it, and that's when they broke up after that.
Oh.
So I feel like we might have seen him at a show we went to, but then again, I think it was one of those things like we knew him, but we didn't know if he knew us.
That's like a long time, but he knows this because he's
Exactly.
the one actually who was like.
I'm pretty sure
"Hey,
we
come
saw
on out."
when we like in like maybe 2011ish when we went and
It's
seen
like,
the
am I gonna
Frantic,
die here?
or we saw the Fold, but the Frantic were there and shit.
Yeah, because the funny thing is, like, because I said I left work early today,
Me too.
scheduled, I didn't just like dip. But someone was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "We're gonna go see a band." I was like, "A guy in the band we haven't seen in like," I was like, "I don't know, at least 10 years, maybe more." And she was like, "What?" She's like, "You just met up with a guy you haven't seen in like 16 years." I said, "Hey, Summer George, what can I tell you?"
George.
No, but I would. I need to look back at my goals for this year, and I wish I would have made like even more. Cause I gotta say, I didn't think that we would be doing the music stuff we're doing, and also connecting with music people
Like we used to
from
back in the
that
day.
many years ago that we haven't talked to.
And they still
forever.
know us.
Yeah, so shout out. I guess we're special, huh?
Yeah, they remember us.
Yeah.
And then also after that is going to be the first time I get to see them, and that's Plain White Tees.
Yeah, I've never seen them before.
No, we were filming one day when they're supposed to play, but we left before they played. And then after that, first time Motion City Soundtrack.
I'm very excited.
Excuse me, sorry.
Golly. Yeah, Motion City, like, obviously, I feel like I always say heavily listen to them. Obviously, Plain White Tees is really good music too, but I think, like, I don't know if it's just, like, the way Motion City's music is or their lyrics.
I feel like it was with like the synthesizer thing too. That was like a thing back in
that
the
was
day.
such a thing.
He would like jump in the air with it and whatnot. Good times.
I'm excited. They actually they have a new album coming out in September. They released a new song.
Which I listened to yesterday, caught it a few times. It's actually really good.
Really good, yeah. And
At some point a few years ago, you go first.
No, you go. Cause
I was just
mine's
gonna say a few years ago, I forget how many years ago, but they or another band that called it quits and we're done. And then they had like a couple like one-offs, and then all of a sudden they're like, we're back.
Yeah, it's crazy how that happened. I feel like a lot have been doing that. I was just gonna say that when I had posted we went to go see Jax, Keith from I believe he played bass, right?
Yep, for the High Life. Yep.
And the High Life, and he had like wrote me.
He's a
and he
photographer.
Was like, yeah, and he's like, wow, I'm gonna go see him tomorrow, and like he's like the show was blah blah, and he was like, oh, I love how all these bands are like coming back from their 20-year anniversary. Like it's really taking me back. I love it. And he was saying how like he loves that he gets to like share that music with his wife now, and she's into it, and they go to shows together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for them.
And
He's another good guy.
yeah, he was always like one of those guys that is like so like nice. He's a very sweet.
So shout out
sweet
to you,
person.
Keith, if you're watching this.
Yeah, maybe he's watching. But he was saying he's a big Motion City Soundtrack fan too, and I was like, oh, we're gonna go see him today. And he's like, I thought they were done. I said, they got a new album coming out. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. So he was excited.
So there you go. Motion City it is.
Yes, sir. So very excited. Oh, and obviously we vlogged last week. Vlogging today, so you can check that out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I did have some more. So usually when bands play, I don't feel like I have like that many clips, or they're shorter. But when it's that good, I'm like, you got to show it.
Jax, I was letting it rip, as John would say.
Letting her rip. That guy's not having a good day.
No, they're not. They let her rip a little too much.
But yeah, the thing is though that like, obviously, it's not obviously, but I don't like singing while I'm recording.
Neither do I.
I've ruined too many clips for myself before. When you hear yourself, you're like, ooh.
I make sure. Normally, I've noticed I will record the first verse and chorus, and then I'll shut it off, and then I'll sing the rest of it.
Oh, I'd be screaming them lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and shout out to the Jack Show. They'll never watch this, but there is this amazing. I think they were a couple. I don't know, these two guys. They were very nice. I like when you go to a show and like the people around you are like into it, and you're into it. Everyone kind of just singing together. I do appreciate that.
Very good time. You're all in it together.
Yes, that's why I feel like there's a lot, especially these bands. I feel like mostly it's like people like our age, like who listened to them before. And I feel like everyone's just kind of like, we're here to have a good time, you know, like dumb
But
stuff.
if you think about it, back in the 2000s, like 2005 when these albums were coming out, people that were our age then, their 20-year anniversary would have been from 1985.
1985.
1985. So
That's
think about
true.
that.
It's true. That's crazy. But I do got
What's
my
crazy
Vans
is
on today.
Tatiana wasn't even alive yet when these albums came out, that were celebrating the 20-year anniversaries.
You weird, Tanya.
That's,
I feel like this music is just not Tanya's cup of tea.
No.
I don't even know. What does she listen to?
What do you listen to, Tanya? Let us know in the
Marching
comments.
band music?
Marching band music.
I don't know. what she
Minecraft and
listens to.
instrumentals?
Right, yeah. That's actually, I think she would listen to that.
I know she does.
I don't know, but
Comment down below, Tanya. Let us know.
yes, please let us know. I'm excited. I don't know if you noticed here, I got a new tattoo here. I haven't showed it yet. This boy. Got it for my birthday on Friday the 13th. Moon, stars, some clouds. Love a good moon. The thing is now, if you want to see, look at Spooky Ghost. Well, he's cute. He has hearts and that. Then it's like the I love you with this, and then this is kind of like whimsical. And I have this one, it's block generalized driving.
Yep.
This section here, and now I feel like it's so empty, like something needs to be put there. And I don't know what, but I feel like it has to be something to tie all this together. Comment down below. Let me know.
That wasn't even planned.
No, but let me know. What should I put there? Obviously, I need money, but here's the thing. We don't have money as we go to this show. We don't have money, but here's the thing. You got to live life. And are some things going on behind the scenes right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are we going to tell you about it right now?
No.
No, not at all. Probably closer too, but I'm excited. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pumped.
I've decided this year, pretty much the same as Felicia, I'm going to do the things I want to do. I'm not going to be like, you know what? I want to do this, but I'm just going to stay home.
Aren't you sick of just not doing it?
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it. And then I feel like later on we're like, damn, why didn't I should have just did it.
Like yesterday, Summerfest was $5. If I would have known about all that ahead of time, plus Avenues played yesterday. Some people from church played yesterday.
What?
They played at Summerfest. It's like, there was a Mania Parade was there. Well,
Yes.
Mania Parade, Somerset,
The Maine?
Maine was there.
It was crazy. I'm like, what is this, Warped Tour now?
Somebody else is there too. I feel like all the bands that like we listen to then are like playing now. And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You know?
There's so many good
Ridiculous. So it's like, if I would have known ahead of time, I would have pre-planned and taken yesterday and today off. But I didn't pre-plan well.
I didn't know it until like the end of the day, and I had like a meeting yesterday, so
Yeah.
I could not have gotten out of that. So fortunately I couldn't. But like, yeah, if it would have been ahead of time,
We could have made it work
yeah.
next year. Who knows if they're going to play next year, though.
The thing is, I feel like there's way better bands this year than there's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely like, I feel like I said, like the Warped Tour bands are.
The only thing I can think of
Coming
is it's because like the 20-year anniversary and just maybe the people who are booking the shows are like people like us, like they want to listen to those that
They're
type
like,
of
you
music.
know what? Let's bring 'em back. Let her rip.
Because all the bands that are playing here now played there before years ago.
Yeah, like a while ago. But I feel like normally when I look, I'm like, there's a few that are okay, but
Right.
not that many that are good. You gotta
But here
go
we
up
are.
more. Yeah, there you go. Jeremy's lost.
Yeah, I see where I was going.
Gotta be like Wes when he always, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like he does. But yeah, I'm excited. Also, if you're looking for are we not recording?
Oh, we are.
Oh.
I've seen how many minutes we're at.
If you're looking for a movie to watch, go see The Materialist. I will say this, as going back to the whole, like, just doing what you want to do, right? Life is short, right? You got to just live, and if you're broke, whatever, right? You could die tomorrow, what does it matter? But anyways, I had no one to go with yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I'll go by myself. $8.50 matinee price.
Oh, $8.50. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I got myself a medium popcorn, and I got my Diet Coke. The funny thing is, I drove the extra minutes to go to Kenosha because I
really?
wanted Diet Coke, and they had Pepsi and Racine. So I drove the extra. I used Jeremy's movie thing to get my my stuff a little discount.
So you should have told me ahead of time because I could have saved you some money on the ticket. Because then if you have the movie club thing that I have, you don't have to pay the thing.
I will say this. I will see it again. Pedro Pascal's in it.
Boo used to do it before too. That still stands, Boo. If you ever need me to order tickets for you guys, let me know. You still pay me, obviously. I'm just saying I can give you the discount.
He's like, yeah, you don't have to pay me.
No, that's
Pedro's in it. Pedro, you look fantastic in the movie. I want to
see it.
I'll go again. I also say this. I cried during that movie.
I thought you were about to say "ay caramba." I was going to say what?
Ay caramba. And if I see it again, I'm going to cry again. I'm going to say also this. I'm going to say a lot of things, I guess. There has not been, first off, I haven't seen a romance movie in a theater in a very, very, very long time. And I don't feel like there's been any. I'm going to say that I hope, doggy.
Hey, puppy.
Bring out more of these romance
Rom-coms?
movies.
See, I feel like they got away from that for the longest time.
Yes, and it's good. It's really, really good. Also,
I know people talk crap
Captain
about
America.
Yeah, Chris Evans. I know
he was great in it too.
I was reading boosted. Plus, I feel like, I don't know, people just didn't do rom-coms like they used to.
No, and I'm like, because I'm thinking, all I've seen in theaters.
I don't care what people say.
Action movies.
A good rom-com, it's good, man.
They're so good. So good. And I thought, like, go by yourself. What are you going to do? You can't make comments to yourself, but I was just chilling in there. You looking at that guy?
You're making sure
I was
the right
chilling
one.
in there. I had my snacks. I was all, like, lounging in my seat. Fantastic movie. I don't want to give any spoilers because I don't like when people do that. So I didn't know anything about the movie. I just knew it was Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans.
Captain America.
God, they were fantastic. Funny thing is that the only people in the theater was a couple in front of me, but I couldn't see them because there was a divider in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were walking out, the lady was like, that was really good. She was like, that was Captain America. So I thought that was funny.
It is funny.
I think we're about to take a brief intermission here. For you guys, it won't seem like anything. So here we go. Let me order
Intermission. And we're back.
Woo! Hopefully that wasn't too loud. We just ate.
Hold on.
What?
Let's make sure it's recording. Yep, we're on. Oh, shit.
We just ate. It was what it is for what it is. We were just trying to get some food fast and.
Somewhat adequate.
That sounds like those one alien things. Adequate nourishment, whatever they said.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say though that the lady who brought the food is very nice. We had 2 orders for 1 car, but I asked for a Diet Coke and they gave me Dr. Pepper. I know Thaddeus and John do Dr. Pepper boys. It's okay for a couple drinks, but that's about it for me. And that's that. What is that? Oh, to circle back real quick. Go see the Materialists. Gosh, just gotta get you, I hope Jeremy goes and I can go and watch it again.
Then you can cry again?
Yeah, those are them romance movies, man. They get you.
That's how they get you.
And I also appreciate the fact that, like, it wasn't a romance movie with, like, some, like, teenage people in it. Pedro's 50?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Evans has got to be. Did I lose my phone? Nope, it's in my butt.
Hey, yo.
I was just gonna look up how old Chris Evans is. But he's got to be 40s, 44. And I'll say this. I feel like, didn't he used to have, like, really short hair?
Shorter.
Maybe his hair is shorter.
Yeah, you just used him with
Oh,
Captain
you know
America
what it
hair.
is?
What?
It's the beard.
Yep.
It's the beard.
Make it look better with a beard?
Yes,
Most men do.
they do. And
They say that facial hair is makeup for men.
I'd agree. But good for them. And just go watch the movie. I'm sure some people will be like, oh. I looked at the stuff about the movie afterwards. I think it's split. And I think the people that don't like it are just stupid. So that's that about that. What the fuck was that?
A car or a motorcycle?
Yeah, I didn't get my Diet Coke, and I can tell you this, I'm not going to get it at Summerfest, because, well, maybe that was just one place I went that had Pepsi. I don't need it. I should get a water is what I should do.
Should.
A water.
Water and Bobby.
Don't you know? What else was I going to talk about? Well, Jeremy's making me feel like we're not recording here.
We are,
He
just
keeps
double
looking
checking.
like that.
Well, because with my sunglasses on, I can't see the top of the screen.
I can't
Because
either.
the polarizedness of it.
Yeah, you should get, if your sunglasses aren't polarized, what are you doing? Even the sky looks better. It looks like there's more detail in the clouds.
Mhm.
I can tell you this, too. I can tell you a lot of things today, I guess. What was that one thing that Dad kept saying that Wes was making fun of him?
I don't remember.
Do you remember? And then
I do, but
Wes said it to repeat him,
Mhm.
repeat Dad. And Dad was like, yeah. I don't know. That's how I feel right now.
Comment down below, John.
Comment down below. What was I gonna say?
I don't know, but Phasmophobia, the new update just came out for that. So
yeah,
that's a new
Tanya
thing.
said it's scary.
Yeah, the ghost was messing with her the other day.
Yeah, there's new sounds.
Tatiana found out firsthand.
I like how you can video record. Funny thing is, yesterday, Ghost was coming to kill me, and I wanted to get in recordings. I always try, but you have to record so long before it clicks in and saves. And it saved, and I died instantly after. And then Brandon, well, you could have got out of the room. You didn't even try. I was trying to get the recording is what I was really trying to do.
Brandon got me killed because he had the monkey paw, and I heard the hand.
Oh, he got me killed with that, too.
I heard to do the hand thing, and then I heard him say, "No, it's hunting, but it should be about over," and then I died.
The thing was, I died before that, and then he said, I wish for life. I never lived. Then, after he was just about to wrap up, it's like 10 minutes later, Brandon, I wish for life. All of a sudden, I came back to life. I'm walking out, and Brandon's like, where were you? And I said, what do you mean? I was dead. He said, I wished for you to be alive like 10 minutes ago. What were you doing? I said, I literally just came to life now. So the game was like bugged or something. I think Brandon thinks that I was just hiding somewhere alive, not helping him.
They did release a hot fix today to fix some problems with the game. I know one I was having the other day was after ending the game, I had to keep leaving the lobby and coming back.
Oh, he was having problems.
But check it out, Phasmophobia. It's out on pretty much everything.
I tell people to get it, and I feel like maybe I don't do a good job describing it. I'm going to tell you this. God, I don't want to keep saying that. I didn't know what Phasmophobia meant until recently. It's a fear of ghosts. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I remember when you pretty much refused to get it, and you're like, fine, I'll get it. And then you got scared, like, oh, this is pretty nice, actually. But Felicia doesn't call it Phasmophobia. She calls it Ghost Game.
Ghost game. That's what Oliver calls it. Ghost game. He's a little boy. I was making sure our mic was still on.
That would suck if it wasn't.
Yeah, but Oliver, he likes Ghost game. But the only thing is that it makes him poop.
Yeah, as soon as she puts it on, he's like, oh, gotta poop.
He always does, and then he'd be messing around. Yesterday I was out there, and a storm was rolling in, and it was weird because, like, I saw it, like, all of a sudden it would be, like, darker, and it kept, like, getting darker and darker. Then he said, oh, I cannot go because it's going to rain, and then he wouldn't go, and he's such a butt. He doesn't like to go out to the bathroom if it's raining, if it's too cold, if it's really windy.
If it's too hot.
If it rained or there's dew on the grass, if the grass is wet at all, he will not step in it. He is such like a prissy boy.
Oliver's listening like, what, Mom, what?
What could you say? He was sad that I left him. I think he got all excited because Jeremy came over, and then I was running late because I should have tried to get out earlier, and I thought I had enough time, but then I realized I would have, but I realized I needed dog food. And I only can get the dog food from Target. And I forgot about the construction, so I didn't go the back way. And that construction traffic is...
Buns.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Cheeks.
Buns. So I was stuck in that, and then Jeremy got there, and I was like, I literally just walked in the door.
Yeah, Luna was sitting by the door crying because you wouldn't let me in.
I was in the bathroom.
I figured. Because she came up, she was crying, she'd walk away. I knew that she was trying to get your attention. Then she'd come back, she's like, you're still there.
Don't let him leave.
You let him in. And then I walked away from the thing, and she cried a little bit. And I'm like, I'm just waiting.
She's like, well, could you come on in?
She's doing the thing that Marshall used to do when he got excited, on his back legs and then do like a T-Rex. She was so excited.
She was very excited. She was a very excited girl.
And then she was sad because we left. But I gave her a pepperoni, so it's okay. She'd like that.
Oh, you didn't give anyone else one, did you?
No, because I didn't know if I was supposed to.
They would have ate them. Well, whatever. I'll give them one when I get home tonight.
Make sure you tell them it's from Uncle Jeremy.
It's from your Uncle Jeremy. That's
like, okie dokie.
I was going to say, Jeremy said about Marshall, and that reminded me, Marshall was in my dream the other night. I was sitting on a couch, right? And he was laying next to me. You know when he would lay and like put like, rest his like, whole like front of his body like this on you?
Yep.
And I don't know where I was, somewhere, and then Jeremy was like across from me, and I was like, this right here, and I had my arm on Marshall. I was like, this is a good boy right here. And he was just hanging out. And now my dreams are always in weird sections, and then I'll like jump to something else. And that was that section. That whole, I think it was the same dream that I was telling you about that other. I don't know. I get weird dreams, and I don't know why. I honestly can tell you this. I keep saying that. But
comment down below how many times Felicia said that this episode.
God, I don't know. I don't know why it's in my head today. I almost said it again. I believe Dead people come to me in my dreams.
That's what she told me before.
What about the lady from 9/11?
I know.
I had a dream on the Twin Towers, and there was a woman, an Hispanic woman. She was wearing a red blazer, and she was just saying how she was like in there, and she worked in this office, and then she was like, it got all like smoky and stuff, and she was like, I can't breathe. And she's like, I can't breathe. But then like I felt like I couldn't breathe in it. It was a scary dream, and I woke up and and she was saying her name. What was her name?
I know you posted on Facebook.
With a V. Veronica? Victoria. One of those two. So I went and looked up a list of everyone who, what's it, this traffic?
Summerfest.
Who died in the Twin Towers. And I said, oh my God, that's her. There's her name, there's her face. Some people don't believe it. How could you not believe it? I looked up the list, boom, there she was. And then I was stuck in one of those things, and I had to look up stuff about her life. She loved Disney. She had, I think, 1 or 2 kids and a husband. And then I found these like guest books people sign online, and one of them was her son from now, and he was like, I miss you so much, Mom, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, gosh, I really wanted to write in there about the dream, but I didn't want to be weird.
You should find out what her name is and put it in there, because now it's out in the open.
Yeah, but that was weird. I just feel like I have a lot of people who have passed away come in my dreams, and I don't know why. I remember one time, it was after Papa passed away, and I had a dream, and he was sitting in his living room, and he was like wearing normal clothes or whatever, and he was saying something about he couldn't leave yet, he couldn't go yet, he had to wait. I think it's because he was in the in-between. And then I had a dream after that later on, he was wearing all white, and he said it was time he was ready, he was going to go. And I'm like, oh, I guess he went to heaven now. So regardless of what you thought, I think he was a great man. He went to heaven. I don't know. But weird, right? Why would I have dreams about people I don't even know that are dead? I had one the other night. Very weird. Never met the person.
Comment down below.
Mom will say, she's always said, who was it? She had someone in her family that could talk to dead people. And Mom said I could too. And I believe it. I do believe it. I've always felt very connected.
I do declare.
I do declare that I can speak to dead people and they can come to me in my dreams.
Like, what's up, Felicia? And dap you up.
Yeah, be telling me stuff. I don't know.
If only we could tell you how to win the lottery or something.
Yeah, or tell me what to do with my life when I'm so confused and everything, but I don't know.
One step at a time.
I guess, right? Whatever. Summer of George, we're doing this for now, so. Wow, they really hit you with the Summerfest traffic here. Yep. Everyone's going now. I thought maybe it wouldn't get worse till 5, but.
Felicia was.
Well, we're still all right.
She was wrong.
I tried my best.
Sometimes
I was really. It was one of those things. As soon as I got off work, well, first I left a few minutes late, and I was feeling. What is that? Well, I don't even know what that is. I wasn't rushed. Well, I felt rushed to leave, but I had to tell the person taking over all this stuff. And I was just like, I gotta go. And then I was like, oh my God, I gotta run to the store and get this stuff. And then, you know, like dreams and you'll feel like you're never gonna get to where you're trying to go. Mm-hmm. And that's how I felt since then. So I'll be happy once we get inside here.
Yeah. Plus traffic just sucks.
Yeah, it does. Be messing up the mojo.
The vibes.
I could see the clouds. The sky looks fantastic. I know you guys can't see it, but I can, and it looks great with the skyline. Looks great. Fantastic. On call, that's all. He's up there too. So make sure you check out the vlogs from today's adventures.
Ooh, adventure. I like that.
And it's Summerfest
2025.
And I'm glad because this is our second time going this year. And before this, well, I don't know when the last time we went was.
I went in 23. Before that, I think 2018.
Damn.
When we went.
That's crazy. Right. So like I said, Summerfest traffic. Use exit
312.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
We're doing
310.
Maybe they don't. Well, we're parking some. I don't know.
We got preferred parking. Oh, this guy's moving over. You gonna go over, dude, or what?
No, he's scared.
Anyway, well, we're almost to our destination.
We are.
Make sure you check out Mic Cover.
Yes.
Best friends over there. Magic Candle Company, so we don't forget, for 15% off. And also don't forget mic cover Big Buddy for 10% off.
Big Buddy.
W Energy, check out our P.O. Box. As I go to another lane here. Yeah.
I can say this about the Big Buddy, though. Someone did ask me recently, a couple days ago, is Big Buddy like a Midwestern phrase or something? I had said Big Buddy in my story.
Oh, technically,
And
yeah.
I said, well, I made it up, so.
No.
I made it up Big Buddy.
Quick Trip has a drink called Big Buddy.
Yeah, but I made up calling people Big Buddy.
If you say so.
I did. No one else was doing it. It's like John with the hat thing.
Oh, here we go again.
All right. Well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out our vlogs, too. Broke Girl Travels and Jeremy Leach.
That's me.
Check them out. And hope you enjoyed this car ride with us here. So, until next time, we are So We Don't Forget. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy.
Toodles.
Toodly-doo.